Hello, this is Mercury Rises from Clash of Empire, now called Last Land, and I returned to my K408 to start my Atlantis, and I was setting it up, so I thought I would show it to you guys while I go on some more talk about Civil War tips. Now, my previous video, I talked about and touched on Civil War, and I currently have Civil War going on in 313. My daughter, or my children, should I say, have been in Civil War in 316 um, the entire time they've been there. And previously in my kingdom before, in 317, we had 4 months of Civil War. So I touched on the fact that we need lots of stamina and we need good production. You also need to have shields stocked up, which you can get through the Alliance store and you can get through with gold. These are good things to do on Gold Spend Day. If it's doing your VIP for 7 days or boosting your gold mines for 7 to 14 days. Another thing to do with your gold on Sunday is to get shields. Now, this is not a type of play that is for everybody. Many people quit kingdoms when Civil War breaks out. Temporary civil wars are pretty normal for most kingdoms, but this one in 313, it was announced that we would have civil war till the end of the server. Well, the server has been host twice before since it opened, and we assume that in January it will be host again. So there are a few Civil War kingdoms, and some players like playing it. My son particularly likes it, and now I have a nice strong castle versus Pet. My original account is not so strong, but can still wreak a lot of havoc. It's actually almost better because there's less to lose. So one is don't stock up on troops. You can't lose what you don't have. You only need one full march, and that's all that will fit into your hospital, plus a few extra. So if you do get hit, they all go into the hospital, and then you can get them out later. The stamina is very important to acquire secure prizes and secure resources. Playing the events that give you secure resources. So and as I'm doing Atlantis here, I want to tell you the number one thing that I like to do during Civil War is Atlantis. This serves two purposes. No one can take it from you. No one can take anything that you have gathered up. They can't take it. It's all there. And also that the more cross badges you get, the stronger your castle gets. So if you're not a Civil War type of player, but you like Atlantis, you can just shield up every day. You could even have your castle zeroed if it makes you feel better and you just don't want to play Civil War and it's going to be long standing. Now, most Civil Wars are pretty short or they're within, one alliance against the other alliance. But there are Civil War kingdoms where that's just all that they play. Now, Civil War is bad for a kingdom, in my opinion, and so therefore I don't normally play it. My son is playing it in my account. I'm not playing it in Boss's account because that's his account, and it's up to him whether or not he wants to play it. But I love Atlantis, and I have several accounts that are cram full of troops today. Actually, I noticed that in all of my Atlantises, they're rather full, if not completely maxed out. And so I have a lot of Atlantis to play. So I'll let the Warriors take care of 313 however they want to do it. But I do play Atlantis for my son and for Boss and in my accounts. So that's what I'm busy doing. And that is one way for you to bide the time when there is civil war and either you're unable to play it because you don't have the troops, or you're a weak account is another, or you just simply don't enjoy it. This game is about having fun in whatever ways. It is a war game, and so therefore there is going to be war. People inside the kingdom will cry about it. It's the game. That's part of the game. They wanted to, I think, the 313 players wanted to strengthen their lion, or they wanted everybody in the kingdom to strengthen their lions. I think they were somewhat bored. So I don't really think it's any big issue because the issues that have been brought up have been very petty. And I just think that it's a bunch of older players that are a little bit bored. So I don't know that it will extend to the end of the server, but for now, there are several castles who've been zeroed in our alliance and they have to rebuild or they've quit. And there are several players who have quit because this is a kingdom that has played for, I think, a year and a half and they've never had long-standing civil wars. So it's just not something we're accustomed to here, or they are not accustomed to. I am a migrant. So they don't know how to play it. So we play Atlantis. We get as much stamina as we can. We play all of our stamina every time we get it. We never let it max out because it doesn't stack. We keep on doing rallies and getting 200 rallies a day, even if it means doing smaller camps, because that gives us more stamina in the alliance packs, which gives us more ability to rally and get these secure resources. So the other point to be made is that troops do not give you statistics. You need to do what you need to do to get those statistics, which means no lemon. Do not do lemon. Do not do kingdom monster. Maybe a few rallies here and there, but it's just not going to build your statistics like the glory does from the camps and monsters. Um, let's see here. The Civil War tactics that I have also used was raining other players, and that gets my lion stronger, and you don't really lose much that way. So there's that. Keep your shield, get a good march, and rain other players, and keep your lion at home.